Greetings and welcome to another episode of State of the Build here on the Peak Auto YouTube channel. I'm Emily Reeves, your grateful host, and y'all, this is not my shop. I don't know if you could tell, but this is quite different. I'm in a really cool location. I'm here at Classic Recreations, and y'all, this episode's gonna be gnarly. I cannot wait for y'all to see. It's gonna be a unique one though, because look, there's legit camera guys. I'm dropping my iPhone and I'm leaving it. This is not going to be texting videos back and forth with my buddies. I'm going to be taken around the shop by my friend Sean, though, who I've known for years in the automotive industry, and he's super legit, and he's going to show us some pretty incredible cars, and they would have to be incredible to be $500,000 Mustangs, am I right? Let's get going. All right, dude, these cars start at almost $500,000, and I'm so excited to learn why.
Absolutely, and we don't restore cars here, we recreate them. And I'm excited to show you the process. So let's head up to the body shop.
Let's do it.
This is what we start with. This is a raw carbon fiber Shelby GT500.
When we were walking up to it, I thought it was black primer, and then you get close, and it's like
that carbon just jumps out at you.
Pitter-pattering. Dude, this is beautiful.
Excellent. Now, look around. You can see inside every piece of factory sheet metal has been replaced. So all the inner structure is still the original style steel, but the entire shell of the vehicle is carbon fiber.
Total carbon. Good Lord. That is amazing.
So this car is probably a week or so into our body fitment process. We spend a lot of time back in here making sure the body panels fit, the windows fit, the glass, the deck lids, everything to get all those body lines correct. So you can see we install a larger transmission tunnel so we can fit all the modern, the 10-speed automatics, the 6-speed manuals. Some of our real high horsepower cars even get 4L80s behind the Boss 429s.
Gotta have a beef transmission.
Absolutely. It's got to handle all that horsepower.
Dude.
So as a middle ground in between our carbon fiber cars and our steel cars, we've started offering what we're calling a hybrid option.
Yeah.
So we've got our steel shell, but our carbon fiber pieces that already have all the Shelby body styling molded in. So this saves us roughly 2 months in production time because we don't have to do all the fiberglass and the body work.
That makes sense.
And obviously it's a weight savings.
Yeah. And I would imagine the customer can choose, like, I want carbon quarters and a carbon front clip, or just a carbon front clip.
Just the carbon front clip or your entire carbon fiber shell.
Yeah.
So now we're moving over to our suspension and our heavy metal department. So if you take a look up underneath here, this car is being equipped with a Detroit speed suspension. So we've got the notched rear frame rails and the deep tubs to fit 12-inch wide rear tires. I know, lots of meat under the back to hold that horsepower. All of the gusseting being integrated into the frame structure. They're going to tie the subframe connectors through the floor pans, through the floor braces, the seat braces, and tie them into the front frame rails. And then if you look around up in the front, we've got our upgraded transmission tunnel. We've got our Alumaframe Detroit Speed front suspension being installed. And the smoothed out shock towers, all the little details we do, like all the engine bay holes are filled and smoothed. So once you open up that engine bay, everything's
super smooth,
super clean sheet metal.
So is all the Detroit Speed stuff standard with all of the cars, or do you guys build some of that custom on some of these?
So this is what we call our Pro Touring suspension upgrade.
Okay.
So this is our higher level suspension right now. We're actually experimenting with some full chassis stuff. We haven't landed on something we're totally happy with yet. So that's something we might start offering in a 2025 model. But as of right now, Detroit Speed, this is the top of the line in the industry for graft-in suspensions. So it's the best for our customers.
Awesome. Incredible.
You like that? And if you come around here, you can see all the sheet metal fabrication work, just smoothing everything out. We laser cut all those plugs. And then once this engine bay is sprayed, it looks like it's brand new factory. Over here is one of our steel body cars, and I just want you to notice how much metal you see on there. that just is a statement to the quality of the bodywork we do. Body finishing should be no more than 1/8 of an inch. Everything else should be raw steel.
I love it. And so that car probably hits like right underneath the $500,000 mark. Because it's got the hours, but it doesn't have the carbon.
Exactly. That one's probably about 400,000.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so before we head down to assembly, I gotta show you one more thing up here in our paint department.
Okay.
So my paint guys are gonna kill me for doing this.
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're gonna kill me because this is all wrapped up for all of our spray liner and paint process, but take a look at this.
Oh, dude.
This is tinted, exposed carbon fiber.
Holy cow.
So-
and the tint is like black or like
It is a black
charcoal?
tint, so step back.
I mean,
The car is
it's
black.
insane.
As you come up on it, boom, that carbon just pops.
Oh my gracious.
So I'll let them yell at me on Monday.
Yeah, they will. Gentle, gentle, gentle.
Hurry, let's get out of here.
Oh my God.
All right, so now we're down on the assembly line. This one is probably about a week, maybe starting week number 2. As you can see, we've got our Gen 3 Coyote installed. This one, I believe, is going to have a T56 behind it.
Good choice.
All of our suspension is in. You can come around, see all the spray lining inside. We do a 2-stage ceramic and sound deadener. They're starting to lay out all the interior components. But pretty basic inside right now. I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up so we can see underneath.
Wait.
What?
You gotta come see this. Ricky Bobby, I wanna go fast. I love that, dude. Heck yeah. That is absolutely what this car is feeling. This car is like on the edge of its seat. I love this side exit, like where I see where the exhaust is gonna come out. That's
Absolutely.
So cool. On the locks.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my
all right.
goodness.
So at this point, you can see the entire undercarriage is all spray lined. This is our base model suspension, so kind of a Mustang 2 front, 4-link chassis works rear with a Fab 9 rear axle. Willwood brakes on this one. This is just kind of another base model car, so 12-inch front, 12-inch rear with 4 pistons.
So base model as in for the powertrain,
Absolutely.
not, because this was a carbon body.
This is a carbon body.
So this is one of the $500,000 ones
Yes,
because of the carbon body.
because of the carbon
but then
body.
they didn't go insane with
All the mechanical options.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so normally aspirated Coyote, 460 horse, T56, basic brakes.
Well, but when you think about how much weight, and the weight difference has probably got to be substantial. So
Absolutely.
you might not need all the power if you have less weight.
Absolutely.
And then when you walk up on it and you see the carbon, like that's, I'd let go of some of the crazy stuff underneath to just walk up on a full carbon
and that's the
car.
thing is we build everything from mild to wild.
Yeah.
So it's all about what does the customer want, what kind of driving experience. You know me, I'm a die-hard car guy.
Right.
I want to have that conversation with my customers about what are you going to do with this car.
Exactly.
Do you want to drive this on car cruises? Do you want to go scare the crap out of your buddies with
Or yourself.
with one of the ProCharge 427s, or is this going to sit in your garage and just look pretty?
No.
We
no,
obviously
no.
want you to drive
Don't
it.
give them that option.
No, I never do.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely incredible.
Yep, so if you come around here, they said these are our base Willwood brakes.
It's just so cool to see like the backside of the raw carbon.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah. It's like, I mean business.
Absolutely.
I mean business.
All right, so now if we step over here, with this car being, a week and a half, 2 weeks in, this one is probably a week to 2 weeks from being finished
This
up.
customer's gonna get their car soon.
Very soon. So this is actually kind of a special deal. This is the very first one we're doing with a Ford Racing Illuminator XS. So this is basically a hot rod version of the Shelby GT350
I was gonna
motor.
say, I'm not familiar with that power plant, so tell me.
So the Shelby GT350 flat plane crank,
Okay.
527 horse. This is the cross plane crank version, all forged internals, CNC heads, Cobra Jet intake. So this is 580 horsepower normally aspirated. Plus, we're going to make this one of our regular engine options. And we found out that our supercharger, our Whipples, and our VMPs will bolt onto this bad boy. So that's going to be.
And it's all already forged internal, so you've got all the strength there.
She's ready to go.
Yeah. Just go ahead and add that. blower while you're at it.
Absolutely. This one, Detroit speed suspension. So this has the 14-inch brake package. This customer, not a normal wheel for us, but he opted for these forge lines that just set off the classic look.
It's the classic vibe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this car is, this is an original Night Mist Blue, which was a vintage
not
Mustang.
A carbon.
This is not a carbon. This is one of our steel body cars.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Wow. Yeah, I was like looking behind the bumper,
Yep.
like checking to see.
But again, by the time you've optioned everything out on this car, between the suspension, the wheels, the engine, here's another $500,000 Mustang.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh my goodness.
All right, so you know I've saved the best for last, right?
Okay, I'm ready.
We are coming down to the end.
Okay.
This is one of our
You are kidding me.
Carbon Edition carbon fiber
That
Mustangs.
car is carbon.
So within our carbon fiber Mustangs, we have
Wow.
25 that are serialized Carbon Edition, all blacked out trim. This customer chose a tinted, candied, translucent metallic green.
Yeah, because when you walk up on it, you'd think that's a beautiful, rich green color. But then when you get close,
Boom.
it's like
The carbon hits you like a baseball bat.
I'm full carbon.
Full Detroit speed suspension, forge line grudge wheels, all blacked out. The very cool flat black over the candied with the red pinstripes just totally sets this thing off.
Oh my gosh!
And then
it's
come around the
insane.
back, check out the 12-inch wide tires in the rear.
dude. The meat.
How do you like that meat?
Oh my gosh, man, that is gnarly.
So this one is in final PDI stages. We're just doing testing, tuning. It'll get its final polish, and this thing is heading home.
Incredible. I can see why someone would spend that much money on this car.
$500,000.
Because and it's not an old car. Like this is a recreation.
Absolutely.
When you walk up on it, you think it's old.
This is completely recreated with all that modern hardware integrated into the design of the vehicle. It's not a resto mod. This isn't just bolt-on parts. We have completely re-engineered this vehicle to be a modern pro touring muscle car with that classic styling and that Shelby heritage.
Totally wild.
All of these cars are entered in the Shelby American Registry. They get their own Shelby serial number, all the Shelby documentation. This is a modern Shelby continuation vehicle.
That is so wild.
And let's see if they left the keys in it.
What? Oh my gosh. You're gonna fire it up?
Of course.
Oh my goodness. Dude. Oh, and that Pro Charger sound up here. Yeah. Yeah.
How's that Pro Charger whine?
Oh my God. Wicked. Totally wicked.
What do you think?
My heart is racing.
Is that worth $500,000?
Oh my gosh. Or more.
Or more. This car, if you spec'd it out today, would be about $600,000.
I don't doubt it.
All the fabrication work that goes into installing this pro-charged engine, the intercooler system, especially mating it with the Detroit speed suspension, there's a lot of just custom touches and fabrication work that goes into it.
Like that inner fender, it just looks like it was made this way.
Cold air intake. We have amazing craftsmen working on our assembly line.
It's insane. The presence of it, it says, I mean business. And I'm worth what the person spent because, wow, that is insane.
You ready to take it around the
Holy
block?
cow. No freaking way.
Let's go. All right, Emily, so now we brought it outside so you can see this amazing candied metallic transparent carbon in the daylight.
It's insane. Like, It's wild because you look at some areas and it just looks green where the metallic pops, and then where the shadow falls, it's like carbon just
Walk around that
gleaming at
corner
you.
and that flop just
It's so
amazing.
insane. Oh, it's incredible.
Well, you ready to go for a ride?
I'm so ready.
Let's do this.
And I love the way the door feels like an old car.
Absolutely.
Like it doesn't feel refined and like.
Well, and go ahead and get your 5-point harnesses on.
Yes, sir. Of course,
So-
I've got a 5-point harness.
A lot of our customers buy these cars because they've got AMGs and Porsches and Koenigsegg's, and they want this analog vintage feel.
Because it's badass.
And it's raw, it's visceral.
Yes.
It takes you back to just simpler times.
As it should be.
All right, co-pilot, you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. Let's freaking do this. Oh my God. This is insane to be in this car with you right now. And you know what, guys? He just told me we're gonna do a burnout. So what better way to finish this video than a burnout? I am so thankful you guys watched this entire video. I hope you loved it. This was a really fun process. I personally love seeing how these cars are built and why they're worth $500,000 or more. This particular car is truly incredible, and I feel so honored to be able to sit in it while a burnout is happening. Can't wait to hear y'all's comments. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on the next episode.
Here we go.
Let's do this.